Today's inauguration was witnessed by hundreds of thousands of people from all across the United States, including a group of students from right here in Southeast Texas. KFDM anchor Kelly Phillips is in Washington, D.C. She has this story.
A group of Southeast Texas students didn't just come to Washington, D.C. for the presidential inauguration today. They came to take a look back at American history and find out how we got to be where we are today. The students traveled to D.C. for a whirlwind tour of all that the nation's capital has to offer, including a look back at the things like how advances in technology made it possible to go from the Wright brothers to the space station in a relatively short amount of time. And they saw how the world around us, including mankind, has developed over millions of years. Teachers and students alike say they learn things on trips like this that cannot be learned in the classroom alone.
Washington, D.C. is the people's place, and so for these students to have the opportunity to do this, I think the next time they hear about those facts or read those facts on a page, they're going to connect to it in a way that other people can't. So I think the Washington, D.C. trip is just about being a part of our culture and our country in a way that brings us all together.
But it was a trip to Arlington Cemetery that was perhaps the most meaningful experience of all. During their trip to the shrine to our country's heroes, 4 Southeast Texas students were honored to be a part of the wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The solemn and very formal military event featured the students placing the wreath along with Marine guards that watch over the tomb 24 hours a day, every day of the year. It left them with lumps in their throats and gratitude in their hearts.
It was a great honor. It was amazing. It kind of sent chills down my spine. I never dreamed that I'd be able to do anything like that. Not that many people actually get to do that. And it was overpowering.
And that's something these students from Southeast Texas will never forget. This wasn't just an entertaining trip for this momentous occasion. For these Southeast Texas students, it was an educational trip as well. I'm Kelly Phillips in Washington, D.C. for KFDM 6 News.